What's up guys, Woo here, back again with another Division 2 video. Guys, this build, yes, this build is a awesome hybrid. Now I've been using this for, must be about 4 weeks now, give or take. And I've never been a point for, shall I share it, shall I not? I'm loving it, but I've just been umming and ahhing about it, but I thought screw it, I'm going to post this build because it's fun. It's solo or group play, whichever you prefer. The footage you've seen is group play, you've seen the damage output, you've seen what this can do. Skill damage, DPS damage is great, and there's obviously room for improvement because I don't do perfect builds because they don't exist. This build is a very, very good build that maybe could be tweaked and become even stronger, but this one works for me. So if you enjoy this build, you enjoy this video, thumbs doodle, it helps. It really, really does. And if you're new to the channel, drop the woo bomb on the sub button, ding the bell to be notified when I upload my shizzle. Guys, let's woo this. Here it is, folks. This is my heroic content, solo or PvE, yeah, or group play, whatever kind of build. It's fun. First and foremost, this build is a heap of fun. Technician, specialization, I'm using that to elevate my skill tiers and the extra damage to kind of skill proxies and stuff, i.e. doggos. So that's what I'm using this. Now I am 913k armor, 290k health, 3 skill tiers, so this is a hybrid build. And 3-1-2 in terms of my stats. Now let's go through the gear. The mask is the Hollow Man mask, and that is exclusive to the DZ. And if there's any guys in chat, that, in the comment section, that, you know, don't like the DZ because it's very scary and you might die, then obviously don't go in there. But in all honesty, this is an excellent piece of gear, and I've used this on quite a few builds now. The Hollow Mask is nice. The extra 10% health damage against certain NPCs that have a shield is also nice. It is nice. So Hollow Man, it's a good mask to have, and that 10% hazard protection is also very tasty. Now with this as well, guys, as it's a DZ exclusive, and if you don't go in there because it's scary, you might die, then try and look for something else. Maybe Coyote's mask. Maybe that might do the trick for you. It is entirely up to you. For me, this works. The holster is Seska Voroba SRO, and that is, you can see, near max weapon damage, near max crit damage, and 6% critical hit chance. It's kind of key that you get this crit chance on there to elevate your damage via your primary and your secondary. Now the knee pad's something a little bit different on this build, and that is Wyvern Wear, which is 10% skill damage. I'm using this piece because it has the best of both worlds. So we have the skill damage, which is going to help my Hive Stinger, and of course the crit chance and crit damage to get elevated damage on my primary and secondary. Yeah, nice piece. However, if you're looking for something a little bit different, you could use Golden Gear. If you have Golden Gear, that would elevate the status effects and prolong the bleed on NPCs, and that means you could maybe do a little bit more damage over time. The gloves, guys, they are the Firm Handshake gloves, and I'm using that because it's 10% SMG damage, you can see, a near max weapon damage, a max status effects, and 11.7% critical hit damage. And I do have 12% here, so I could roll it on if need be. Still 0.3%, again, it is what it is, but you get what I'm going, guys, you can get a bit more out of this. But still, I'm using this because, yeah, it's going to prolong the status effects, it's going to prolong the bleed, which means I can deal more damage over time. So this is very, very handy piece. And guys, it's SMG damage, and I want that on my secondary. The backpack is the Eclipse Protocol backpack, and you can see, guys, there's no gear set or, you know, no 2-piece, 3-piece or 4-piece bonus activated. However, take a look at this. Oh, not that. This. There you go. So skill tier 1, state effects max, 11.9% crit hit damage, but the talent symptom aggravator. Amplifies all damage you deal to status affected targets by 30%. So yeah, this is all damage. Now you can see why I'm using this, and it is active and it works. So this is a very tasty piece to have, the one piece. The one piece goes a long way. So on status effects builds or DPS builds, this one piece will elevate your damage. So get it on. It works a dream. Now, the chest piece talent, I don't have, well, I've been looking and searching for maybe a better piece, and this is the best of what I can get. So, guys, you know, you might be able to get something a little bit different on there, maybe Obliterate, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments section. But for me, it works. It's not bad. It actually works. However, you know, there's potential to improve the chest piece. Now, this is the Door Kicker's Knock, named chest piece. You can see, guys, crit damage 15% because it's Grupo Sombra SA, and the talent Perfect Spark. Damaging enemies with a skill increases total weapon damage by 15% for 20 seconds. And again, that's nice to have because I've got one skill damage, skill variant, and that helps. That's going to elevate the weapon damage. And that's, again, another nice thing to have. So 45% from the chest piece and the backpack is tasty. Could go glass cannon, but you are super duper squishy, and I've tested it. It don't work for me. It does not work for me. You're just too squishy. I don't want that. I want a little bit of survivability, so glass cannon doesn't offer me that. This is nice, so I'll take it as is. Weapons. My prime weapon is the mechanical animal. Now, I use this from mid to long range combat, and again, this is a nice AR. And it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like this. It works a treat for me. Now you can see this is God Sausage Roll. It's brilliant, and the talent Future Perfection. So weapon kills grant +1 skill tier for 19 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grant overcharge for 15 seconds. And overcharge cooldown is 90 seconds. And with this, guys, I can get overcharged fairly easily by taking down NPCs with this weapon. When I do that, I get a nice, sexy Hive Stinger and some extra healing for my Fixer Drone. So it works for me. It's a really tasty weapon. That's my primary. Now let's look at the mods. Crit chance, rounds, crit chance, and more crit chance. Now the secondary is the AUG A3 Para XS. Whatever floats your boat on the secondary SMG. Trust me, guys, it is entirely up to you. I'm using this weapon. One is God Roll. Look at it, it's 15% SMG damage, max crit damage. It's God Roll. And it has the talent Sadist. Deal 20% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. After 4 kills, applies bleed to the next enemy you hit. What I do, I switch between weapons. And once I've used the Future Perfection from the mechanical animal, I can switch to this, the AUG, and then just absolutely pound them with this. And that extra 20% weapon damage to bleeding enemies goes a long way. It is nice. I'm talking crits over 700k with this nice AUG. So yeah, you can see, now this is a hybrid build, so you can see how powerful it is. Using Sadist as a talent, it is excellent. Really, really good. I recommend you checking this out. Now, in terms of mods, guys, I've gone for crit chance. I have gone for rounds. I have gone for crit damage and crit chance. Okay? That's how we're looking. And the sidearm, again, guys, I don't need to talk about it. It's the backup boom stick. I use it because I like the look of it. And when I say use it, that's wrong. Detract that word. I don't use it whatsoever. It's there for show. There you go. Now the skills, guys. Skills is, yeah, the Fixer Drone. And don't worry about the cooldown. Ignore that. The healing is 32-3-3-1-4. That can be elevated because I have the mechanical animal. And once that is elevated, I've got a nice, sexy stack of healing. So yes, it works. Mod-wise, duration, armor repair, and health. My primary skill is this. This is the Stinger Hive. The refill speed is not 1 second or just under. It is actually about 5 seconds, which isn't too great. However, again, I'd have to invest more in skill haste to get this back quicker, but it is what it is. I want the damage. The damage on this is 567k or 568k, bar a couple of, yeah, whatever. So that's something to bear in mind. The bleed damage is 462888, and again, this is not taking into consideration the backpack talent. So I like this. I really, really do. It works really well for me. Just going into NPCs, throwing down the Hive Stinger, and just going through them like butter because you have the awesome AUG, which is max rolled and Sadist. That's more damage, and it is nice. It really is. I fully recommend you testing this. It is beautiful. Mod-wise is damage, it is stinger charges, and it is duration. Could be health, could be anything, guys, so don't worry about the last mod. Now, stat-wise, guys, we'll start with the mechanical animal. The crit chance is 45.4%. The crit damage is 155.5%. And then we just go down to the next one. And then it's all weapons damage bonus 51.3%. AR damage is 30%. So, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, we just take a look at the AUG. This is a max crit chance. It's about 60.5%, something silly like that. So, max crit chance, 170.5% crit damage, 50% headshot damage, and the health damage as well means it really hurts. It's going to hurt NPCs because this is a nice wedge of crit damage on a hybrid build where you've got skill damage, you've got the backpack, and again the extra 30% of inflated damage. Guys, yeah, it's great. It is really, really good. So let's just demonstrate in the range how powerful this is. So we have two weapons, my mechanical animal, which we're gonna, let's just switch that to easy just for a demonstration on this. Okay, so let's just wait until again. Once the icon is on the hood, which is the future perfection, you can see that on the mechanical animal. One kill. So my crits are around about 300k on this. You can see now, guys, look, future perfection is active. So I can just lob down my Hive Stinger. And you can see the damage output is still well over 1 million on this. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's good. And then we have this. Now, basically, this will crit around about 350, given nothing happening. 350k. You sort of see that now. 370k. 590k. Now, if we go to the DPS, again, veteran, yeah, we'll do that. Look at the damage output. And that guy was bleeding, hence the damage. And just one more. Let's check it out. See that, guys, 590k, and that's because of the bleed off the 4th kill. Yeah, it's strong. It is super duper strong, and this is why I'm using this build. And again, in terms of the healing, I have the Hive, the Fixer Drone, and that kind of gives me a nice little tickle, and again, a nice bit of healing. And once again, my skill tier is elevated through the mechanical animal, this comes back very, very quickly. But this is how I'm running. It's a lot of fun. You have a lot of damage. Sadis will elevate that damage. And again, the 4th kill, you know, get some really nice, easy, massive crits. Yes, guys, in the battlefield, I've been hitting crits over 700k with the AUG. It's powerful, it really is. This build, I thoroughly recommend it, guys. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, thumbs doodle, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.